Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. So it's that time again to do quarterly goals. So, what I do is I set a certain amount of goals, usually it's 12, to try to accomplish over a 3 month period of time. And I got this idea from fellow author Jenna Moresi. Make sure you check out her channel. Um, but basically, I always try to set out more than what I can actually accomplish. I mean, if I can get all 12 of these done, fantastic. Um, but the idea is to get at least half of them done. So if there's 12, obviously I get 6 done, and that's considered a victory. And if I'm not able to accomplish that, then I get to embarrass myself in front of all of you by admitting my failures. And what's more fun than that, right? So let's see how well I did. Number one, write character bios for Phantom Walk. So I'm very proud that I got this. That I was able to accomplish this one. What I did was I to help me remember who these characters are and various things have happened to them already. I create a very basic character bio that I can look up on my laptop, and the format that I took was is very similar to a typical Dungeons and Dragons character sheet, except it's more about history and background rather than stats. So I would anybody that is looking to um, create like a character library, I would highly recommend this. It's been very helpful, and just writing and jotting it down um, has been extremely valuable in helping me learn how to remember characters. And so yeah, there's one. Two, Summer of Night Stalker. So there was a TV series I used to watch with my dad that was a reboot of Kolchak the Night Stalker, which aired in the 70s. And this reboot aired in 2005, and unfortunately, it only lasted 10 episodes. But the series was great, and I felt very strongly about doing a sort of review and talk about each episode, but I didn't want to do it alone. I wanted it to be like a sort of a podcast format thing about each episode that I would do with somebody. And I just maybe I'll just cave and do it on my own next time, somehow over the next 3 months. Who knows? But I didn't get to do this because I felt weird about it being just me because I thought it'd be boring if it was just me talking for 30 minutes about every single episode. Number three, interview Jay Wells. I did get to interview Jay Wells. Jay was a lot of fun to talk to, and that video is also on my channel. You can look that up. You can take a listen. I would highly recommend it. Not only listen to my conversation with her, but pick up any of her books. I'm a huge fan. She's in my top three favorite authors. So I was really jazzed about getting to sit down and talk to her. She was very open and fun to talk to, and I learned quite a bit. Um, Four, set up book launch for Phantom Walk the Lost. I'm still working on this. I've been I hate throwing out excuses, but I've been busy with my part time job and with just getting the book done. I've been really nervous about getting the book done, and so I haven't really gone around and shopped because it's like I had this thing in the back of my head. I'm like, well, what if I can't get the book done? And I'm like, hey, I want to do a book launch on, well, let's say October 31st, and then it's not done by then. What am I gonna do? So I'm gonna wait a little while on that one. So I didn't get to do it. Five, write a Justice League RPG campaign. I did get to do this. Um, we haven't gotten to play it. I game every Sunday with a lot of my high school friends and my brother, and I wanted to write a Justice League RPG, and I wanted to do a horror RPG at some point too. So what I did was I kind of mixed it, and I decided, hey, let's do Justice League Dark, which if you're not familiar with it, that's a team that typically consists of Jason Blood, Constantine, the Phantom Stranger, Swamp Thing, Deadman, just a lot of supernatural themed characters like that. That deal with stuff that Superman and Batman typically don't know a whole lot about. Um, Six, run every Sunday morning. I failed miserably at this. I don't think I may have done it one or two Sundays. And it's just kind of got lazy and forgot about it. I mean, I've kept myself in shape in other ways, but I haven't specifically gone out on Sundays, even though I really, really want to. Seven, 30 minutes of yoga before bed, 5 times a week. So I do lots of stretching in the morning before I go to work, just to help loosen myself up. But I wasn't able to get into doing it um, before going to bed, unfortunately, because life happens, right? Eight, read 100 pages a week. Okay, so technically I did accomplish this, but I'm not counting it because I read so much of my own work during, or I definitely have during the past couple months. I've read so much of my own work because I've been working so hard on editing and making sure everything is perfect. So I've probably read over 100 pages a week. But what this goal was meant was for me to read somebody else's book. And when my belief is that when a writer is reading other books that are good or bad, that they become a better writer and a better author, and their work is stronger. So that's why I wanted to do that. And unfortunately, I didn't. It was just one of those things that I kind of slacked in. I mean, I still did get to read every week, but it wasn't anywhere near 100 pages. I mean, I have friends that read a lot during the day, and I'm very envious of that, and I'm trying to get into that habit. Maybe I need to just kind of try to do it a little bit slower. We'll we'll see. And number nine, board game reviews for my YouTube channel? Question mark. This was a hell no. Um, Not hell no, I didn't accomplish it, but hell no, I thought about doing it, and I even kind of sat down and rehearsed, and it was just like I wasn't feeling it. Maybe maybe it's like the night soccer thing where I'd like to have more people besides just me. It's just not something I'm gonna start doing on my YouTube channel anytime soon, unless something really spikes my interest. 10. Research blogging. Set up a blog? Question mark. I did get to set up a blog, and I did research it. I kind of gave it a shot. It was sort of another way for me to talk about books I was reading, and it didn't grab my attention. I mean, I'm on Twitter and Facebook, and I got a YouTube channel, so I can't really. It's just another thing that I have to keep up with, and it just don't get me wrong. I love those three outlets, but just one more. It just seemed unnecessary. I was like, I really don't need a blog. But at least I gave it a shot, and maybe I'll come back to it. I mean, if you want to check it out, go right ahead. Make Phantom Walk bookmarks. I did not do this. A lot of authors have really sweet bookmarks for their books, and I definitely want them. I've thought about the design a little bit. I mean, obviously Kurt will probably be on it, and I mean, I've had Emily Thornton has done a fantastic job with the book cover. I haven't even showed anybody that. Her and I are the only ones that have seen it, and it's really great. And she's done some other art for the book as well as just for marketing. And I'll definitely use that sort of stuff for bookmarks. And those are definitely going to happen. They just haven't happened yet. 12, make a budget plan. So I'm, uh, like I mentioned, I work part time, so it's not like I can go out and I can spend a lot of money all the time. And another thing was I'm going to Budapest next summer to uh, not only spend time with my family, but I'm going to do research there because I'm considering having the sequel to Phantom Walk for at least part of it to take place in Budapest. I'm not sure yet, but I want to take some sort of writing research out of the trip because that was one of the big reasons I wanted to go. Was I wanted to do a lot of research. So those were my 12 goals. So how did I do? Just in case you weren't keeping track, I got 6 out of 12. So I did accomplish something. Like the last time I did this, I got 8 out of 12, which is obviously over half. And this one, I got exactly half. So I got there just by the skin of my teeth. I didn't completely fail. I would have liked. I always like to do more than what my goal is, but I did okay. I've had a really busy past 3 months, and it's been its own challenge. So I mean, you got to take if you get a even small victory, you got to take it right. So this is a good thing for people to do, even if you're not an author. I mean, when I write these goals, as you've heard, not all of them have to do with writing. I mean, if you're an athlete, a teacher, a student, whatever, you can set up something like this and maybe tweak the format to whatever works for you. And like I said, make sure that they aren't all specific goals around a certain area. Like if you're an athlete, don't make them all about exercising and whatever sport it is you play. Try to work in some personal things there and some stuff that's fun because that'll make it more interesting and that'll really help get you motivated to doing this sort of stuff. So I've already written out another 12 and I'm excited to get started on those. And I'll have from first week of October to the very last week of December. So I'll see you back around Christmas for those for quarterly goals anyway. Um, anyway, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook, grab a copy of Revolving Doors. My my next book, Phantom Lock the Lost, is due out October 31st. Thank you.